Hello and welcome everybody to our Big Give Carol concert. My name's Hannah, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm Artistic Director at Streetwise Opera, and I'm going to be your host for this evening. I had a look at who'd registered for the event, and I know that we've got performers here, staff members, former staff, trustees, patrons, partners, supporters, family and friends, and some people who are also new to Streetwise. And I know that we have some youngsters with us too, so welcome to you all. We're so sorry, obviously, that we can't be together in person, but we're so happy that we can be with each other in spirit. And the silver lining is that by hosting this event online, artists, performers, and audience members from all over the country can join us. So whether you're watching via Zoom or Facebook or YouTube, you can leave comments which we'll pick up on. And you can also chat, of course, amongst yourselves. So do say hello, write in the chat who you are, what's your first name, where you're watching us from, because I'd really like to see who has virtually travelled furthest to be with us tonight. So I'm going to hand you over now to Ronnie, who will introduce himself and tell us a little more about his connection to Streetwise.
Hello everybody, and welcome to our Big Give virtual carol concert. My name's Ronnie, and I was an ambassador for Streetwise. I'm a member, or was a member of a London group, still involved as much as I can. And I have been lucky enough to have the honour of introducing the group and introducing this evening to you. As a performer, as a past performer, past member at Streetwise, I came to it in 2013, and I discovered it while being in a day centre at Crisis. And I heard these voices, and I went into the room, and Rob Gildon was there, and he welcomed me in. It was like he welcomes everybody in with his big old smiley face. And I was a bit shy, and I stood in the corner, and then I found myself moving in towards the room a bit more and doing a little bit more singing. So it was doing that once a week for 2 hours was really kind of helped me through a really depressing time while I was homeless. There's been so many good things that have been happening, and for me personally, my own personal journey was firstly discovering that I even had a voice through people like Rob and JJ, doing Madam Butterfly in Crisis, and which led on to doing applying for music college, and Mark, one of our artistic directors, actually heard about this and helped me to do some voice lessons in preparation for the audition, which was successful. And if it also wasn't for people like Susie Gorgeous giving me a character reference for my UCAS, I might not even got into college. So I've been very lucky and blessed, and it's all come from just turning up in a day centre and trying to look for something to do. So Streetwise gives you a lot more than just, this kind of bond for 2 hours. Tonight we've got lots of wonderful things laid on. You're gonna really, I think you're gonna quite enjoy it. I've got a sneak of 1 or 2 things going on, and it looks fantastic. So for this next hour, I really hope you're going to enjoy staying with us and seeing what Streetwise Opera is really about, the whole spirit of what we've been about, and enjoy. Obviously, because it's our Big Give Christmas Carol challenge, we're hoping that the concert's free, so we're hoping if you can donate in any way, just whatever you have, it would be wonderful. We're trying to raise 14,000, and it will really help. Any donation you put in will be double for tonight, especially, so it would be really helpful, and hope you enjoy.
Amazing. Thank you, Ronnie. I'm looking at the chat, and it's incredible. We've got people from Manchester, Leeds, Ipswich, Canterbury, Middlesbrough, Shiremore and Bristol, and Scotland. So goodness me, what a lot of people we've got joining us tonight. I thought I'd tell you a little bit more about Streetwise for those of you who maybe are newer to the organisation. Streetwise Opera is all about supporting and empowering people affected by homelessness. Homelessness, as we know, as you know, is dangerous and traumatising and extremely isolating and lonely. And there are many reasons that people lose their homes. And the impact of being homeless has effect on people's mental and physical health. It's huge and long lasting. But at Streetwise, through music, being creative, and most of all having access to fantastic culture that's out there, people can rebuild their social networks, improve their well-being, and develop new skills and confidence. So tonight we are here to have fun, of course, and enjoy some festive treats from our performers and artists involved in our work. But we also just happen to have a fundraising campaign on the go, of course. What a coincidence. This is the Big Give Christmas Challenge that Ronnie mentioned, and we're raising money to support all our ongoing work between January and March next year. And I know many of you have already supported this campaign, so thank you so much. We set out to raise £7,000 in online donations, which could then be doubled to £14,000. And I'm so happy to say that last time we checked, we were at just over £5,711 to be precise, which has been doubled already to 11,422, and that is just amazing. So thank you so much. So if you haven't donated already, we'd be so grateful if you could consider supporting us, because each gift is matched, and then of course we get the gift aid on top of that. So £5 is worth £11.25, and 10 quid's worth £22.50, and 50 quid, etc., etc. I could keep going on, but I'll stop. So trust me, I know times are really hard for everybody, and if you're not in a position to support us, then please just sit back and enjoy tonight, and perhaps you could send the performers and our team a message of support instead. So without further ado, let's move on to some music. And I am delighted to introduce you to 5 members of the 16. The 16 are such a dear partner of ours, and they've been involved in our work for many, many years now. We are so grateful to them for recording the following video.
Good evening, everyone. We're members of the 16, and we're really delighted to sing for you this evening as part of your event. A couple of carols to get you in the festive mood. We love working with Streetwise Opera. Over the years, we've had many amazing opportunities, from performances in Manchester of the Passion to pop-up performances while we're on tour. And actually only a couple of weeks ago, we recorded The Deer, an online virtual opera, which is now a learning tool. And that was an amazing thing to be a part of. Please be generous tonight. Your support is really important, and we love what we do through music and giving the people who work with us the opportunities to express themselves. Enjoy our carols, and Merry Christmas from everyone here at the 16.
The Ding dong, belly on high, in heaven the bells are ringing. Ding dong, bell in the sky is ring with angels singing. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. In so below, let steeple bells be swung, and the oi, by priest and people sung. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Pray you dutifully prime your matin Charlie lives. May you beautifully rhyme your eventime song ye sings. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis. Gloria, Hosanna in excelsis.
Wow, that's really getting us in the mood, isn't it? Goodness me. Thank you so much to the 16 for recording that for us. Beautiful, totally beautiful. They sang us Oh Little Sweet One or even Oh Little One Sweet, makes all the difference, and Ding Dong Merrily on High. Totally beautiful, so thank you so much. Right, I'm going to introduce you in a minute to one of our artists that we work with in London. But before I do so, I'm just looking at this chat. We have got Kirsten, who's joining us from Germany. Wow, brilliant, Kirsten. Hi there. And Milo's in Ireland, and Jenny's by a fire in Hertfordshire. And we've got all sorts of comments coming through as well on our YouTube streams, which is fantastic. So, goodness me. Oh, yes, and we've got Regina, who's in Greece. So, hello to you. Lovely that you're all joining us. Well, what have we in store for you now? We have, of course, Rob Gildon, who is waiting in his Christmas Santa hat and with a very festive jumper on. So, Rob, I'm going to hand to you. You're going to get us really singing up and singing and moving, aren't you?
That's right. Hello, everyone. Yes, I am Rob Gildon, and I work with some of the groups in London. Now, yes, you're right in thinking I do have baubles blazoned across my chest. This is my Christmas jumper, which has come out to play, and I do have my Christmas hat on. So I hope you're suitably dressed for this occasion. I know. So I've been asked to do a bit of a warm-up with you, just to get us all singing together. And so we're sort of a company of singers enjoying ourselves on this fantastic, wonderful Sunday night. So let's start by rubbing our hands together really fast like this, and stopping, and doing it again. Do you feel little tingles in your hands? With those tingles, just go one side of your body, just warming it up. And let's go up the other side. That's great. Now just slap your legs, get everything warmed. I'm running on the spot a little bit, slightly faking it a little bit, but that's fine. Just beat your chest. And I'd love you to stick your tongues out like this and go, ah. Absolutely beautiful. So guys, could you just roll your shoulders back for 4? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then go forward for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And take our shoulders up to our ears. And when we drop our shoulders, we're going to make a horsey noise. And again. Just find your belly buttons. Find an inch beneath your belly button. I know, I just had a mince pie, just to get into the spirit of things. It's a little hard to find my belly button right now. Find an inch beneath your belly button, and you're going to make these extraordinary noises like this. Off you go. And a zzz, zzz, zzz. And a zzz, zzz, zzz. Could you feel that little pulsing in your tummy? Lovely. I hope you did. Mine was, I felt a bit more mince pie than pulsing. Anyway, now my final thing is my favourite thing. And we're going to do 8 counts with one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to the other hand. We're going to go to our tummies. Then we're going to do it with one foot and then the other foot. We're going to do it for 8 counts, 6 counts, 4 counts, 2 counts, 1 count. And then you're going to strike a pose in your favourite Christmas character. Are you ready? I'm sitting perched at the end of my seat. Oh, really elevated, board across my chest, a bit of air under my pits. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. That's my favourite pose. Okay, the last thing we're going to do. I want you to show me a breath of surprise, like Santa has just come down the chimney, like this. Oh, a bit of panting. Now, we are going to sing 2 carols together. Are you warmed up or just exhausted? I'm going to wipe my brow. Okay, the first carol we're going to sing is called The First Noel, and we're going to sing 3 verses together. So sing your hearts out, and I'm going to give you a little introduction just to get us in the groove. Here we go. Little introduction starting now. Here we go. The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields where they lay. In fields where they lay keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 God is the King of Israel. Verse 2. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east beyond them far, and to the earth it gave great light, and so it continued for day and night. Noel, 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 God is the King of Israel. Final verse. Let's really sing our hearts out. And by the light of that dear star, the wise men came from heaven afar to see the King was there intent, and to follow the star wherever he went. Noel, 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 God is the King of Israel. Now, we're going to be transported across the oceans. I want you to don your swimming costumes because we're now in Hawaii. Can you believe it? Wouldn't that be lovely? And in Hawaii, apparently they say Mele Kaliki Maka, which means happy Christmas. Just say that for me. Mele Kaliki Maka. And when I say that, I feel sort of my mouth gets quite excited with all the wonderful consonants. Say it again. Mele Kaliki Maka. Oh yeah. And when I say that, my shoulders get moving and oh yeah, I feel like my whole hips go. Yeah, oh yeah. It gets me really excited. So the words are on your screen. And what I'm going to do, we're just going to learn it together. Apparently, this song was made famous by Bing Crosby. Yeah, so some of you may know it, and it's a bit of fun, bit of light relief. And it goes like this. Mele-kaliki-maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Could you try that with me? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mele-kaliki-maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. The next bit. That's the island greeting that we send to you. That's the island greeting that we send to you. And just before the send, there's a little bit of a sneaky moment. Yes, well, maybe we could put a little click in. That's the island greeting that we send to you. That's it. From the land where palm trees sway. From the land where palm trees sway. A little bit of an Elvis number. Can we go from the top to there? If you don't get it, I'd love some moves. Yeah, any suggestions? Tell me in the chat. I want to hear from you. Okay, from the top, here we go. Mele-kaliki-maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Going on! That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Elvis number. And the next bit. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. Try that. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars by night. The sun will shine by day and all the stars by night. And then we finish with a final flourish. Mele-kaliki-maka is Hawaiian's way to say Merry Christmas to you. That is the whole song in its completion. Yeah. So I would love it if we could do some little moves, because no Streetwise song is complete without a few moves. Mele-kaliki-maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Got it? You can do a version of that. And that's the island greeting that we send to you. Let's do one of those. From the land where from the land where palm trees sway. Let's do that. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine all day and all the stars by night. Mele-kaliki-maka is Hawaiian's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Do a version of that. Do whatever you like. They're the moves I like. Here we go. 1, 2, on the top. Here we go. Ready? Mele-kaliki-maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. How are the moves? That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun will shine by day and all the stars by night. Mele-kaliki-maka is Hawaiian's way to say Merry Christmas to you. Guys, Merry Christmas. I'm going to hand you back to Hannah. I hope you enjoyed those songs.
Thank you, Rob, so much. I was watching the chat and people were asking you to hula dance through that. So I was waiting to see that, but maybe next Christmas we'll all come back for that.
And I'll have a different sort of jumper on.
Yeah, that says hula. Great, thank you so much, Rob. That is one of 3 live sessions we've got for you this evening. So it's starting. The party's starting already. I'm just looking in this chat and I can see Janet from Hove is enjoying singing along, which is great. And Willie de Rota is in Belgium, so welcome. Got the Belgians. We can't get away from them. One. I work with one all the time at Streetwise, and she's fantastic. Who else is here? Anita in Manchester. Hey, great that you're enjoying the singing too. And Kenneth Roberts as well is loving Rob's old warm-up routine. You used to be with us, didn't you, Kenneth? So lovely that you're joining us tonight as well. And I've just had an update from the team who are saying that this afternoon, actually, we were at £5,711, which means that's the total I gave you. Actually, we're now at £6,431, which has already been doubled to £12,862. So we're really close to the kind of £7,000 that we'd set ourselves as a target already. So exciting. So now I am delighted to introduce you to the real stars of Streetwise Opera performers. And the people who we're going to meet tonight are Dave, Bridget, Dee, Jamie and Martin, who are all going to tell you a little bit more about Streetwise Opera and what it means to them.
Streetwise is a fantastic way of actually getting back to life, basically, and starting a new life after you've been homeless. And not only that, a lot of us actually suffer from mental health issues after you're homeless, and they help with that as well. They encourage us and give us the confidence to move on to the next step in our lives.
Yeah, so when I first joined Streetwise, I had a lot of mental health issues. I was sort of getting the hang of it, and I was kind of starting to get my life in some sort of normality. But when Streetwise came along, I got invited to do lots of opportunities. So I ended up getting involved in a big project at Richmond Castle. I ended up getting involved in a big project called Eramis for the opening of Middlesbrough Town Hall. And then an opportunity came up for a placement in the place where we were at the time, which was Mima. And now to the point where I'm now studying for a Bachelor of Arts in Fine Art. And if it wasn't for Streetwise, I don't think I'd ever be doing any of that.
Instead of leaving people sat on the streets, drinking, taking drugs, messing their lives up, Streetwise gives you a chance to change things around, to be more positive and open to change. Because that's what it's done for me. I've come from being in rehab to living in a hostel to living at my sister's to get my own place. And that's how with the help and support of Streetwise.
When I first joined Streetwise, I was insecure. I had no confidence, and I liked to stand at the back of the pack and was really, really, really shy. And being where I am now, I can sing, I can perform, and I know for sure that I would never, ever have been this type of person that I am without Streetwise. I wouldn't have this confidence and the ability to do so much.
Being in lockdown has been an absolute nightmare, as I literally had, in my depression, a lot of the time was locked away. I really don't know how I would have got through this lockdown without these online workshops. This has been an absolute godsend. The performers who's been coming on it, they've all said the same thing, that it's given them something to get out of bed for instead of lying in bed all day. The workshops, the online workshops, have literally give everyone something to focus on. It's give them a chance to be creative still, to still use that singing voice, that vocal, and feel part of that Streetwise family that we're all class ourselves in.
I'd lost everything. We lost our home, I had no employment. I probably spent 10 or 15 years just wallowing, feeling completely alien and out of it. And to get back into music, it's just been uplifting and spiritually just a fantastic thing to happen. And I now feel rejuvenated. I feel alive again. I can sing, I can dance, I can play, and I've done it, but I've only done it because of Streetwise. And I'm most grateful for that, most grateful.
Thank you so much to all of you who contributed to that video. I hadn't seen it before, and I mean, you say it all. So thank you so much. As Bridget mentioned, Streetwise Opera has continued during lockdown. On the 16th of March, we had to cancel our activities because they are all face-to-face, but no virus or lockdown was going to stop us from doing what we could do to support people affected by homelessness. So 10 days later, we started running an alternative programme. And since the 26th of March, we've actually run almost daily online sessions. Support workers have spent hours on the phone, actually 217 hours to be exact. We've set up digital discussion groups where performers can socialise online, and we've sent out postal packs, and we've gone into hostels to do face-to-face work also where we have been able to. So now, as a charity, of course, times are hard and it's really not all rosy, but we're carrying on with grit and grace, and performers have made some really amazing artwork in difficult circumstances since the first lockdown. And I want to list a few things that they've done. They've created a video performance called The Linden Tree, which has been viewed more than 7,700 times. So if you haven't seen that already, you'll find that on our website. They've worked with 8 composers to create a mini opera called The Deer, which we'll continue developing in the new year. And they've created some incredible artwork for our Gallery for All, which they've now actually turned a lot of that work into an advent calendar. So if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about any of that, have a look on our website and we can get that information to you. So that's just a few highlights. But enough chatting from me now. I'm going to pass over in a minute to Emily, who is one of our artists based up in Middlesbrough. Apologies to some of you who have not been able to see the lyrics on Zoom. I can see them fine on my Zoom, but I know that some people can't see them on their Zoom for some reason. So you can always skip over to the Facebook stream or the YouTube live stream, because apparently the lyrics are showing up nice and smoothly from there. So Emily's definitely going to get us singing. I'm going to hand to you, Emily.
Hello everybody, I'm Emily from the Teesside Streetwise group. Big shout out to the Middlesbrough gang, I'm really missing you all. We're going to start off with a lively number. This is the 12 Days of Christmas, so if you'd like to add in some actions, please do, by all means. But here we go. On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 4th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 10 lords are leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids are milking, 7 swans are swimming, 6 geese are laying, 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 11 pipers piping, 10 about you, but I'm exhausted after that. I think we need to do something a little calmer. So this next carol is one of my favourites, O Little Town of Bethlehem, and we're just doing 3 verses. And so here we go. And so I'm going to end my set with another very serious, very beautiful, moving carol about one of the very important characters of the Christmas story. This is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeers loved him, and they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Merry Christmas, everybody! Have a lovely, lovely holiday. Goodbye!
Hey, Emily, thank you so much for that. And I was looking at your fireplace as you were singing, and it just looks the coziest, loveliest place to be. You've got stockings hanging up, you've got the armchair there by the fire, you've just looks the loveliest home to be in. Thank you so much for that. I'm feeling the energy from Middlesbrough. And I don't know if you had an eye on that chat, Emily, whilst you were doing that, but all your peeps up in Middlesbrough were giving you serious shout outs. So they've really enjoyed it, as has everybody else. And Jane watching us told us about how her mum loved singing 12 Days of Christmas, and you brought back all those memories of her singing that with her mum. So that's really special too. Right, now we are going to go on to a very special clip recorded by a very special guest. He has been in Pride and Prejudice as Mr. Darcy. He has played Detective Inspector Edmund Reed in Ripper Street. Can you guess yet? He's been in The Three Musketeers. Do we know who this is? Stick it in the chat if you have an idea. Who am I talking about in the chat? Does anybody know? By the way, we've got 64 quid to go to reach our target of 7,000. So dig into your pockets. I know that there are at least 124 people on watching live, so even just £1 each and we'll smash it. Then we need a new target, so I'll consult the team about that. So well done, we're doing really well. So anybody know who this is? Emily, do we know in the chat? Aha! Jackie, you've got it. It's Matthew Macfadyen. He's joining us and he's recorded this. Enjoy. And afterwards we're going to go straight to something else, but I'll tell you about that after this video. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Matthew Macfadyen and I am delighted to be reading A Visit from St Nicholas by Clement Clarke Moore in support of Streetwise Opera tonight. Streetwise Opera is a fantastic charity offering empowering creative opportunities to people affected by homelessness. The arts are crucial to shaping who we are. The arts help us to connect with other people, and they can be a powerful tool for social change. And in this unusual year, when we've all been starved of access to culture and creativity, I really hope you'll join me in support of this wonderful organisation. Streetwise Opera is helping to transform lives even now by offering great creative opportunities with professional artists online, by post and in hostels. And to the Streetwise Opera performers, congratulations for the amazing art that you are giving the world. It is hugely inspiring. A Visit from St Nicholas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment he must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke, it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Thanks so much, Matthew, who's fitted us in to his busy schedule. He's currently in New York filming, so we're so grateful to you. Thank you so much. Right, I tell you, it's a whole night of treats tonight. Next, we have a clip from a very special Streetwise Opera friend, Roderick Williams, who, of course, as many of you know, is one of the nation's most treasured baritones. And he's worked with us on a few occasions. And tonight, he will be bringing us Away in a Manger. And then after Roddy, we're going to cut straight to Neil and to Tim, sorry Tim, I just had a total blank there. Neil and Tim, who I can see already in their Christmas jumpers, are waving, and yes, I'm sorry, and almost totally forgot your name for a split second. It's because I've been distracted by your Christmas jumpers as you stand and wait your turn. But they're going to take us into another live singing session. So first to Roddy, and then to Nottingham. Enjoy.
Hello, Roderick Williams here, just bringing a bit of festive good cheer to all my friends at Streetwise Opera. I'll just start the backing track going, and in a few seconds we'll be away. Away in a manger, no crib for the bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the baby awakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my side until morning is nigh. Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay close by me forever and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care, and fit us for heaven to live with thee there. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hello everybody, welcome to Nottingham. That was beautiful. That was really nice, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was beautiful.
So here we are in Nottingham. It's a very cosy place. We've got our Christmas tree here. No expense spared.
I think that's rather a marvellous.
It's
Christmas
beautiful, isn't
tree,
it? Yes, yes.
It is.
Anyway, I'm Tim.
And I'm Neil.
And we are the leaders from Nottingham, been leaders for more than 10 years, haven't we, in Nottingham? Yeah.
In fact, the first thing, yes, I had here 10
Did
years
you?
ago. Yes,
Oh,
I
yes.
did.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to take you through 3 Christmas songs, and we're going to start with "O Come All Ye Faithful." It's going to be like songs of praise here. It really is, because I've got the organ on the keyboard, and we're doing 3 verses, and in the 3rd verse you can do the desk count with me if you like. Okay?
Yes.
So here we go.
Let's go for it.
Beautiful. Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. See how the shepherds summoned to his cradle, leaving their flocks drawn nigh with lowly fear. We too will thither bend our joyful footsteps. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Here we go with desk hand. Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exaltation. Sing, all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God in the highest. Oh, come, let us adore him. Come, let us adore him. Come, let us adore him. Christ the Lord. Wow, bravo! Give yourself a round of applause. That's what we do, isn't it?
Yes!
It's like being in the Albert Hall, isn't
It
it?
is. Oh, I enjoyed that.
That's enough.
What with my Christmas jumper and singing.
I know.
"O Come, All Ye
You look like Valdunican. Now, talking of which, we're going to do a Bing Crosby number now with you, and because this is probably the most famous Christmas song of all, isn't it?
It is.
This is White Christmas.
And it's from the film
White Christmas.
Christmas.
Yes, that's right. So here we go. We all know the tune, don't we? So off we go.
Here we go.
Here we go then. Here we go. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I
And again. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to his sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be
Did you enjoy that?
I'm nearly in tears.
So are they.
I absolutely yes. I loved it.
Well, I'm sure that was beautiful wherever you were. Now, we've got one more to do, haven't we? Just one more, and it's the great classic "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." And we'd just like to say, before we sing it, that we do in fact wish you a Merry Christmas, wherever you are. Okay. And Neil's going to have a glass of Nottingham water before we start. Here we go. I'm really going for this one. And a nice big ending at the end. Don't you think? A nice big...
Oh, huge ending
Huge
at the end, yes.
And maybe a little bit of West Country in the middle. You never know. Right, where are we? Here we go. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Glad tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wait for it. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding and bring some out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We won't go until we got some. We won't go until we got some. We won't go until we got some. So bring some out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your King. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy Christmas, everybody!
Oh, guys, thank you so much. That was absolutely wonderful. I wish I had that applause on tap whenever I needed it as well. You're both utterly wonderful. Thank you so much. The chat is people are writing in the chat how much they're enjoying your session. So thank you so much. Right, we are coming to the end of our event. On behalf of the whole team, thank you so much to all the performers and artists, Rob, Emily, Tim and Neil, for your energy and creativity. Thank you also to all our supporters for your generosity, without which none of our work would be possible, of course. Thank you so much, everybody at home, for tuning in. We hope you've had a nice evening and you're now feeling festive. Remember, the Big Give website is open till Tuesday at noon, but I've got written down here, wouldn't it be great if we could hit that target tonight? But I've just had an update from the team, and we have hot off the press drum roll. I wonder if Tim has a drum roll as well as the audience clapping, but you have to imagine it. Everybody do a drum roll. we have raised £7,051. Which is incredible because that means we started off at 5,711. So wow, that's just under kind of, yeah, £2,000 minus a tiny bit, but that's incredible. We've made that tonight, and that's because of you watching. So thank you so much. And if we exceed our target, which of course we have now, apparently we get entered into a Christmas Challenge Award and then could win extra funding. So don't stop. If you haven't given anything tonight and you feel that you can, that would be amazing. Otherwise, do still stick a message to our artists and performers on the chat. We'd love to hear from you. So from all of us, I'm just left to say, best wishes for the end of the year. It will be different, of course, but hopefully it will still be wonderful. So I'm going to hand over now to Ronnie, who will send us off, and then we'll play just a fun little video to end, which we'll hope you'll enjoy as much as we enjoyed putting it together.
Thank you, everyone. That was wonderful, wasn't it? Really, I hope you have a great year. I hope you stay safe for this Christmas, and hopefully, hope to get to see everybody next year.
Riding our way through in the virtual world of Zoom, postal projects too, and singing in our rooms. So Streetwise carries on in the strange new world we're in. We'll stay strong in our song. Now listen as we sing. Oh, thank you now, thank you now, thank you very much for all your generosity. We must say that we're touched. Oh, thank you now, thank you now, thank you very much. Arigato in Japanese, oh, danke if we're Dutch. We've taken to the stage, in the digital sense at least. Singing from our lockdown cage has made us rather pleased. For the world is looking tough, we've tried to keep on going. Though sometimes we felt rough, we managed to keep growing. So thank you now, thank you now, thank you very much. For all your generosity, we must say that we're touched. Oh, thank you now, thank you now, thank you very much. Asante in Swahili, or danke if we're Dutch. And all that's left to say, we can do it without you. 'Tis the Streetwise Opera way, but it's you that gets us through. From funding to advice, and being an audience too. It's hard to be concise, 'cause there's so much that you do. So thank you now, thank you now, thank you very much. For all your generosity, we must say that we're touched. Oh, thank you now, thank you now, thank you very much. Obrigado in Portuguese, or danke if we're Dutch. Thank you very much.